You may believe your cat has affection for you. After all, they live in your home, eat the food you provide, and sometimes even rest close to you. But here is the reality. Cats are experts at slight signals. What you see as love might just be patience or even mild irritation. In this video, we will look at 15 signals that could suggest your cat does not care for you as much as you believe, and how to fix and grow your connection with your pet. Let's begin. Sign 15. They disregard your voice. Cats are very aware of sound, especially familiar tones. Studies have shown that most cats can tell their owner's voice apart from others. Even if they don't rush to you, they usually show they heard you, perhaps with an ear twitch, a head turn, or a tail flick. These small but meaningful actions show they are aware and connected. So, what if your cat shows no reaction at all when you speak? No obvious sign of recognition, no change in how they sit, not even a tiny bit of focus. That kind of quiet might point to something deeper than simply being distant. It can show a lack of emotional closeness or a poor bond. A cat that feels a connection with you will often respond, even in a small way, to your voice. They link your sound and pace with comfort, meals, play, or gentle touching. If you are constantly met with blank stares or total lack of interest when you say their name or speak softly, it might be a signal that they don't feel a strong link to you. While it doesn't always mean they dislike you, constant ignoring of your voice suggests a lack of emotional interest. A strong cat-human connection involves not just sharing space, but sharing communication too. Sign 14. They only mark territory far from you. Smell is a main way cats claim and connect with their surroundings and the people they trust. When a cat rubs its face or body against you, it is not just being affectionate. It is leaving scents that signal familiarity, comfort, and ownership. It is a cat's way of saying, "You belong to me, and I feel safe with you." So, if your cat often marks corners, furniture, or items away from where you spend time, but never rubs against your legs, sits near your things, or touches places you visit often, it might be a subtle sign of emotional distance. A cat that loves and trusts you often wants your smell on them and theirs on you. It is a shared bonding habit. While not all cats are openly clingy or expressive, a total lack of scent marking near or on you is worth noting, especially if they only mark lonely areas or busy spots far away from you. That pattern could mean they see the house as their territory, but not you as part of their close group. In cat language, scent means connection. If you are regularly left out of that ritual, it is likely a sign of a weaker or distant emotional bond. Sign 13. They often hiss, growl, or hit out. Cats do not act out for no reason. Hissing, growling, swatting, or even biting are not just bad actions, they are communication. These are defensive signs used when a cat feels threatened, too excited, or emotionally unsafe. If your cat often reacts this way to you being near, your voice, or your touch, it is a strong sign of discomfort or broken trust. Hissing or swatting sometimes can happen in very stressful moments or during sickness. But if it is a common reaction to you specifically, it points to a deeper emotional split. Your cat might see you as hard to predict, too rough, or not aware of their body language. Frequent bad behavior doesn't always mean your cat dislikes you, but it does mean they don't feel fully secure around you. These actions are their way of setting limits and saying, "I need space," or "I don't feel safe." Ignoring those warnings can make the relationship worse. Knowing the reason for this aggressive behavior, whether it is fear, too much excitement, or past bad experiences, is vital. Watch carefully for what sets them off. Respect their signals, and see when and how these reactions happen. A cat that trusts you should not feel the need to defend itself often. Sign 12. They stare at you without closing their eyes. Cats communicate a lot with their eyes, and how they look at you can show much about how they feel. A loving cat will often give you soft, relaxed eye contact followed by slow blinks, which is their way of saying, "I trust you." It is an invitation for peaceful closeness. But if your cat often stares at you without blinking, especially with a stiff body, wide pupils, ears pointing back, or tail twitching, that is not affection. It is watchfulness or worry. A constant stare in the cat world is often a way of observing or mild warning. It is what they use when checking a threat or showing control. If it happens often when you are around, it may show that your cat is uncomfortable, on guard, or does not feel emotionally safe. It is easy to mistake long eye contact for interest or curiosity, but the setting matters. If your cat pairs that stare with stiff body language or avoids other loving actions like slow blinking, gentle rubbing, or play, you might be seeing a subtle sign of emotional distance. Understanding these visual clues can help you better read how comfortable your cat is and respond in ways that build trust instead of tension. Sign 11. They avoid playing with you. Play is one of the most important ways cats interact with people they trust. While chasing toys and movements like a target fulfills their hunting drives, it also builds social connections, especially with their favorite people. So, if your cat constantly avoids playing when you start it or only plays with toys when you are not there, it might show emotional distance. A bonded cat does not just want to play, they want to play with you. They will react to your movements, get excited when you reach for a toy, or even bring you one to start the game. That interaction becomes a shared activity, making trust and connection stronger. On the other hand, if your cat seems uninterested or even walks away during playtime, it is worth thinking about why. It could be because of the type of toy, the timing, or past events. But if it happens often despite trying different things, it may point to a lack of attachment. Cats that love and trust their people tend to seek interaction, and play is one of their most natural, happy ways of showing that bond. When it is absent, the closeness behind it might be missing too. Sign 10. They do not groom you. In the cat world, grooming is not just about keeping clean, it is one of the deepest signs of affection and social bonding. When cats groom each other, it is called mutual grooming, and it is usually saved for those they trust completely, like family members or close friends. When your cat licks your hand, arm, or even your hair, they are including you in that special inner group. It means they see you not just as someone who cares for them, but as family. So, when a cat never grooms you, not even a single lick during peaceful moments or after petting, it can be a sign that emotional closeness has not fully grown. While not all cats are natural groomers, most bonded cats will eventually offer this action, especially during calm, loving times. Grooming also goes both ways. Cats often lick people who stroke them kindly or after times of bonding, almost like returning the care. If your cat avoids this entirely, even after many months or years together, it may suggest they do not feel fully secure or connected socially. In cat terms, licking is love, and when it is missing, it can be a quiet but important sign. Sign 9. Their tail behavior around you is unfriendly. Cats are master communicators through body movements, and their tails are one of the clearest signs of how they feel. When a cat is relaxed and happy when you are near, their tail will often be held high like a friendly flag, gently curved at the tip, or calmly moving slightly. These are signs of happiness, curiosity, and emotional ease. But if your cat often shows tail actions like twitching, whipping back and forth, puffing up, or holding it low when you are close, that is a warning sign. A tail that flicks quickly often means worry or too much excitement, while a low or tucked tail signals fear or giving up. A puffed tail, on the other hand, shows alarm and defense. Your cat is getting ready for something they see as a threat. If your cat constantly shows these signs when you walk closer, touch them, or even just walk by, it likely means they are not completely comfortable around you. While occasional tail flicks can happen during playful or overly excited moments, a pattern of negative tail behavior suggests emotional tension. Paying close attention to how your cat uses their tail can show much more about your relationship than words ever could, because for cats, their tail speaks their truth. Sign 8. They avoid being lifted or touched. Every cat has its own comfort level with physical closeness, and not all enjoy being held. But there is a difference between what they prefer and emotional distance. If your cat constantly tenses up, tries to escape, growls, flattens their ears, or flicks their tail when you try to lift them up, or even gently stroke them, it may be a sign that they do not feel emotionally safe or bonded with you. Loving cats often look for touch. Whether it is rubbing against your leg, gently pushing their head against your hand for attention, or lying next to you. Even more careful cats may allow or sometimes start gentle contact once trust is there. But if your cat actively avoids any kind of physical closeness and reacts with stress or irritation, it often shows an emotional break. Cats use touch as a way of bonding with those they trust. A cat that never allows closeness, especially after time and regular care, may not feel secure in the relationship. This does not always mean fear. Sometimes it signals not caring or a lack of attachment. In a species that shows love through small actions, how your cat responds to being touched can tell a lot about how they feel toward you. Sign 7. They never bring you gifts. One of the stranger yet sweet signs of cat affection is the action of gift-giving. While cats that go outside may bring actual dead animals like birds or mice inside, cats often change this behavior by bringing you toys, socks, hair ties, or even crumpled pieces of paper. It may seem strange, but in the cat world, this action carries deep meaning. It copies the instinct to share food or prey with trusted friends, basically their chosen family. When a cat regularly offers these gifts, they are showing that they care, trust you, and want to include you in what they see as important or valuable. It is a quiet but strong showing of emotional connection. If your cat never brings you anything, not even once, it may be a subtle sign they do not see you as part of their close social group. While not all cats naturally bring gifts, a total absence of this behavior, especially from otherwise playful or energetic cats, can show emotional distance. In cat social language, sharing is a form of bonding, and when your cat does not offer you a piece of their world, even a well-chewed toy, it might mean they have not fully invited you into it. Sign 6. They will not sleep near you. For cats, sleep is a state of complete defenselessness. In nature, they choose safe, hidden places to rest, spots where they are protected from danger. So, when a cat chooses to sleep near a human, it is never by chance. It means they feel safe enough to let down their guard, which is a strong sign of trust and emotional closeness. If your cat constantly chooses to sleep far from you, avoiding your lap, your bed, the sofa when you are on it, or even the room you are in, it could suggest a lack of that deep emotional bond. This behavior is more than just wanting to be alone. While some cats enjoy time by themselves, most bonded cats will at least sometimes look for your presence during sleep. It might be at the end of your bed, next to your chair, or even just in the same room. When a cat never does this and instead chooses isolated or faraway sleeping spots, it often signals emotional distance. It means they do not yet link your presence with safety or rest. In the quiet language of cats, where trust is shown more through being near than through noise, where they sleep speaks volumes about how they truly feel about you. Sign 5. They run or hide when you come closer. When a cat feels emotionally secure with a person, they usually stay relaxed even when that person walks right toward them. They may watch you, remain sitting, or even walk closer in return. So, if your cat constantly runs away or hides as soon as you move toward them, it is a strong signal that they do not feel completely safe when you are near. This kind of avoidance is not always caused by fear alone. It can also show a lack of trust or emotional bond. Cats that love and trust their people will usually stay put, stretch out lazily, or greet you with interest. But if your cat dives under furniture, goes to another room, or stiffens when you get close, they may view you as unpredictable or even scary. Such reactions often come from past bad events, whether with you or someone else. But regardless of the cause, the behavior tells you how your cat feels right now. Avoidance is a protective reaction. In the cat world, choosing to run away rather than stay close is a clear sign that your presence does not yet bring them comfort, which can show a gap in emotional connection or trust. Sign 4. They do not follow you from room to room. Cats who share a strong emotional bond with their human often like to keep track of them, not because they are needy, but because they enjoy quiet company. Whether it is sitting nearby while you work, relaxing in the hallway as you move from room to room, or simply watching you from a distance, this kind of subtle shadowing behavior is a strong sign of affection. It means your cat feels comfortable, connected, and interested in your presence. If your cat rarely does this, never checking in, never quietly moving to be near you, and showing no curiosity about where you are, it may point to emotional distance. A bonded cat naturally includes you in their daily routine. They may not always want physical contact, but they do want to stay within your space. When a cat makes no effort to follow your movements or stay near you, it suggests they do not see you as part of their inner group. This kind of lack of involvement can be easy to miss because it is a passive thing. But in a species that communicates more through presence than action, a cat's constant choice to stay away can be a quiet but clear sign of emotional disconnection. Sign 3. Your cat rarely purrs around you. Purring is one of the most recognizable signs of a cat's emotional state, often linked with comfort, relaxation, and a sense of safety. While cats can purr when they are stressed or in pain, the calming, rhythmic purr most often happens when a cat feels totally at ease, especially around someone they trust. If your cat seldom purrs when you are near, especially during calm moments like gentle petting or quiet time together, it may signal that they do not yet link you with emotional security. Cats tend to save their most sincere purr for interactions that feel good, safe, and familiar. If your cat regularly purrs when alone, near other people, or during other comfortable events, but not with you, that difference can be revealing. It is not necessarily a matter of how they act or their mood. It may show an emotional distance that has gone unnoticed. Lack of purring is not about being quiet. It is about the absence of emotional expression. When a cat chooses not to purr during times with you, it may mean they do not fully feel relaxed or bonded when you are near. It is a subtle but powerful insight into how emotionally connected or disconnected your cat may be. Sign 2. They never start physical contact. In emotionally bonded relationships, cats often seek closeness on their own. Whether it is rubbing against your legs, sitting on your lap, gently pushing their head against your hand, or simply lying next to you. These are all signs of affection, comfort, and trust. When a cat starts physical contact, they are not just being social, they are showing emotional connection. If your cat never walks toward you for affection, avoids leaning into your touch, and constantly keeps a physical distance, it could suggest more than just an independent nature. While some cats are naturally less cuddly, a total lack of self-initiated closeness often points to emotional disengagement. It may mean your cat does not yet link you with safety, comfort, or companionship. True cat affection is purposeful. When a cat chooses to be physically close to you, it shows a feeling of security and trust. On the other hand, when they always watch from afar or avoid contact completely, even in peaceful, quiet places, it may show they do not feel emotionally bonded. This behavior is not always loud or obvious, but in the subtle world of cat communication, it can speak volumes about the state of your relationship. Sign 1. They avoid looking into your eyes. In the cat world, eye contact carries important emotional meaning. When a cat feels safe and connected to someone, they may engage in soft, relaxed eye contact, often paired with a slow blink, which is seen as a cat's version of a kiss or a loving greeting. It is a vulnerable gesture, one that signals trust, comfort, and emotional closeness. If your cat constantly avoids meeting your eyes, especially during quiet or affectionate moments, it could be a subtle sign that they feel uneasy or disconnected. Unlike a simple glance away, constant avoidance of eye contact often shows a cat's inner state, one that may involve caution, uncertainty, or emotional distance. In their natural behavior, cats avoid looking directly at those they do not fully trust, as prolonged stares can be seen as threats or challenges. This is not just about being shy or wanting to be alone. It is a specific kind of non-verbal communication. When a cat chooses not to look at you directly, even when you are calm and non-threatening, it often means they have not formed a strong emotional bond. Paying attention to this quiet behavior can show more about your cat's comfort level with you than any meow or tail flick ever could. How to fix or deepen the bond with your cat. If your cat shows signs of emotional distance, don't worry. Cats are not naturally expressive in the way dogs are, and some bonds simply take more time and effort to build. But the good news is trust can be earned, and emotional closeness can grow. Here is how to start. Number 1. Spend quiet time in their area. Cats value calm, expected environments. One of the best ways to build trust is by simply being near them without forcing interaction. Sit quietly in the same room, read a book, or work on your computer while they watch you from a distance. This teaches them that your presence is not a threat and creates a safe, emotional starting point. Number 2. Let your cat start contact. Cats feel safest when they are the ones taking the first step. Do not reach out to pet them too often. Instead, wait for your cat to come to you. If they sniff you, rub against you, or sit near you, that is your signal. Respecting their need for space shows them you understand what they need and builds mutual respect. Number 3. Use a soft, steady voice. Your voice is one of the most recognizable tools you have. Speak in a calm, gentle tone when talking to your cat. Avoid loud, sudden sounds, even when annoyed. Studies show cats react better to voices that are familiar and emotionally stable, and they can even tell the difference between happy and angry tones. Number 4. Stick to a set plan. Cats do well with consistency. Feeding times, play times, and even where you sit in the house all create a comforting rhythm. A reliable routine gives your cat a sense of control over their environment, which in turn makes them feel safer around you. Trust often forms quicker in well-planned settings. Number 5. Use rewards for good behavior. Give your cat a reward when they walk toward you, interact, or even sit near you. Treats, praise, or gentle petting can create positive links with your presence. This encourages them to repeat those behaviors. Avoid punishment or shouting. It only creates fear and harms trust, even if they have done something wrong. Number 6. Play with a purpose. Interactive play is not just for movement. It is one of the best tools you have for bonding. Wand toys, feather sticks, or even a simple piece of string can help your cat link you with joy and excitement. Try to set aside 10 to 15 minutes every day to engage your cat in structured play. End sessions with a treat or a gentle touch to strengthen the connection. Number 7. Respect their limits. Never force physical affection. If your cat walks away, let them go. If they do not like being held, do not insist. The more you respect their signals, the safer they will feel. Over time, they will be more likely to look for closeness when it is their choice, and that is when true bonding begins. Number 8. Use familiar smells for comfort. Cats are creatures of scent. Items that have your natural smell, like a worn shirt, can be comforting. Try placing such items in your cat's favorite sleeping spot. It helps them link your smell with safety, especially during times of stress or change. Number 9. Make their environment interesting. Cats who are bored or stressed are less likely to bond. Interesting surroundings help manage their behavior and feelings. Offer scratching posts, window perches, food puzzles, and new toys regularly. A stimulated cat is a happier cat, and a happy cat is more open to bonding with their human. Number 10. Learn their body language. Understanding your cat's signals shows them you are paying attention and reacting to their needs. Watch for cues like tail flicks, ear position, or wide pupils. If you respond correctly to their moods, your cat will start trusting you more deeply. Listening is just as important as talking in cat-human relationships. Every cat is different. Some bond in a few days, others take months or longer. But with patience, respect, and consistency, even the most distant cats can form deep, meaningful connections. Your effort will not just change how they act, it will change your relationship.